When George Washington was first appointed to lead the troops of the American colonies in the summer of 1775, he expressed concern that only through God's help would he be able to succeed. Later, when he was able to lead in battle a ragtag army of farmers and merchants and ultimately win the war against the most powerful army and navy on earth at that time, Washington said that only by the hand of God was he able to accomplish what he did. Some people speak of George Washington as if he didn't really believe in the God of the Bible, but his own testimony says otherwise. He constantly gave public and private thanks to the Lord. In his writings, he uses the term God as God some 100 times in speeches and letters. And in addition, he used many respectful terms for the Lord, such as the great governor of the universe or the invisible hand. These Baroque phrases were often the custom of the day and were commonly used by many Christian preachers. Dr. Peter Loback, founder and president emeritus of Providence Forum, notes that George Washington also referred to Providence, a fancy name for God, some 270 times. Above all, our first president said repeatedly that we Americans should be thankful to God for helping us to become a free nation. For example, in a 1778 letter to Brigadier General Thomas Nelson, Washington noted how remarkable God's help had been to the American cause in a recent incident. He wrote, quote, "The hand of Providence has been so conspicuous in all this that he must be worse than an infidel that lacks faith and more than wicked that has not gratitude enough to acknowledge his obligations," end quote. In 1789, in his first inaugural address, President Washington said Americans should be grateful to Almighty God for all his help. Quote, "No people can be bound to acknowledge and adore the invisible hand which conducts the affairs of men more than those of the United States. Every step by which they have advanced to the character of an independent nation seems to have been distinguished by some token of providential agency," end quote. Washington was grateful to God for America, and we would do well to learn from his example. For D. James Kennedy Ministries, I'm Jerry Newcombe.